gorgeous, welcome back to my channel. Hello if you're new. If you're new, it means so much if you click that subscribe button. I do post every single Tuesday and Thursday, but I haven't done a period video in a while, so I thought I would share with you my top period hacks that every girl should know. I will link down below my period playlist if you guys want to catch up on all the content I have, because I do have a ton, but these are definitely things that I like to do during that time of the month to make it a little bit more easier, more comfortable, less annoying, and just to also tackle those struggles that you may be experiencing during that time of the month. Comment down below if you are on that time of the month. So with that being said, let's just jump right into it. The first couple of hacks are going to have to do with attire, and sometimes when we're on that time of the month, we can't just wear whatever we want. There may be dress codes, for example, if you have to go to work on your period or certain special events. There are a couple things I always like to stick to on that time of the month, and that is obviously opting for comfortable clothes. And specifically, things I look for when it comes to my clothing during that time of the month is looking for clothes that are high-waisted or just a looser fit. So that can be like dresses and skirts or looser pants and trousers, but also wearing high-waisted, because if you wear high-waisted pants, this is really great because you really just don't want to have clothing that is super tight around your uterus, because that's obviously going to make your cramping worse. Another tip I always, of course, like to go for, especially during the beginning of the period when it's a lot more heavier, is just wearing darker colored clothing. Just in case if you do have leaks, it's a lot less visible than if you are wearing white or really light colors. That's really just gonna stand out, and we've all been at those situations and times where unfortunately we have had a leak, and it can be really embarrassing and uncomfortable, and no one wants to be stuck in that situation, but it does happen to the best of us. My next hack is going to have to do with clothing as well, specifically our undergarments. So these are things that I really like to do during this time of the month and what works for me and what is best to wear. So of course, when it comes to your undergarments, you want to wear more full coverage underwear. You can go for that basic bikini style underwear where it's full coverage in the front and the back, which is usually what I typically go for. But something I also really like to go for when it's on a lot more heavier day and you're just really scared about leaks is going for boy short undergarments. I love boy short undergarments because it gives you a ton of coverage, and it also gives you a lot more support, especially if you're one that likes to wear pads or you're going to bed and you're wearing pads. I just find this is the best undergarment to wear for that, and I find it is a little bit more thicker than a lot more underwear, so it's gonna give you that extra layer of protection. And something I also like to wear whenever I am having a heavier day, or if I'm out too long and I know it's going to be a long day, I love to not only wear the boy shorts, but on top of boy shorts, try wearing a pair of biker shorts. I love biker shorts during my time of the month. I wear these all the time. I love high-waisted biker shorts in specific because, of course, you don't want it to be hitting right where your uterus is and make it really uncomfortable. But biker shorts really keep your underwear to stay in one place, especially when you're sleeping, when you tend to move around a lot. The biker shorts really just keep your underwear in place so it doesn't move, so you don't get leaks. And it's going to give you that extra layer, so if you do leak through your underwear, you still have the biker short. And then, of course, you have your pants or whatever the case may be. So I like to wear biker shorts underneath so many things, underneath PJs, underneath pants, and of course underneath dresses or skirts if I have to wear that during this time of the month. It just makes you feel a lot more comfortable, and it will keep everything in place and give you that extra layer of protection so that you feel a lot more secure. But those are the things that I find best works for undergarments during that time. Putting away more of those lighter undergarments like lacy undergarments and wearing more supportive underwear, more coverage, and cotton, because cotton is a lot more breathable than other materials. This next hack is choosing the right medication really makes a difference, and I didn't even realize this before, but if you are anything like me, you definitely struggle with cramps, and period cramps sometimes can be no joke, and it is just so uncomfortable and can be kind of painful at times as well. So I do like to use some sort of medication to help ease with the pain, and I will sometimes even take it a couple days before I know my period will come. And I find that really helps with my cramping tremendously, is to take medication a few days before it comes, and I find my cramps aren't as bad when they do come. But the right medication can really alleviate your cramps. So when you are taking medication for relieving your cramps, you really want to look for an NSAID. And this just means a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. So that is medications like Advil or Motrin or Aleve. And these are all really great because they have that ingredient ibuprofen, and this is what really helps work to alleviate those period cramps. As opposed to going for a medication like Tylenol. Tylenol has acetaminophen, and this isn't going to be as effective for those period cramps and alleviating that. So the right medication will also just help to make that time a little bit easier if you do struggle with cramps, and definitely taking it a couple days before will also help if you are one to always struggle with cramps during that time of the month. This next hack is really great when you're out and about, and that is to keep an empty snack bag with you in your purse. So sometimes I've been in situations where I have not been able to throw out my menstrual tools. Even if you're in a bathroom, sometimes they have like those little boxes to throw menstrual tools in and it's overflowing. We've all been there where it's kind of an uncomfortable situation where we don't want to put our menstrual tools in someone's bathroom trash bin. So something I like to do is after you remove your menstrual tools and you also put on your new one, you want to of course wrap it in a piece of toilet paper and put it into a snack bag. So whether that is like a chocolate chip cookie bag or chips or a candy bag, and put all of your used menstrual tools in there and just throw that into a trash can, and that's just gonna help conceal it. So if you are in those uncomfortable situations, then this is a great thing, especially if you're at someone's house and you feel a little weird having to throw just menstrual tools out in the open in their trash can. This can really just conceal it. It can just look like it's an empty snack bag, and it just makes it a little bit more comfortable. So that's just a little life hack that I've done throughout the years. This is also great for those times you may be in school or at a friend's house or whatever the case may be. My next hack is to really take advantage of overnight pads. Overnight pads are really great because they absorb a lot more than just regular pads, and this could be great for those heavier days and also just for sleeping because you are moving around a lot and your pad can go everywhere. And another plus is that overnight pads are a lot longer, so it's going to cover more of your undergarment, and the longer the better during that time, especially so you don't have to keep just stacking pads. So make sure during that time of the month that you have overnight pads on hand, because these are just really convenient for when you're also just hanging out at home and you want to just put on the pads or you're going to sleep. I really prefer overnight pads because this really just helps prevent leaks. Number 6 is to always have snacks on hand or in your purse when you're out and about, and to have good nutritious snacks. So snacking is totally okay during this time and is definitely necessary for that time of the month. During this time of the month, our body is working so much harder and it gets tired. So you really just want to have nutritious snacks on hand, whether that's dark chocolate, granola bars, banana, nuts. So always make sure that you do have snack during that time. And this is completely normal and will also help with those cravings that you have during this time of the month. And my last hack, which is super useful for cramps and has made such a big difference, and that is purchasing heating patches. Not all the time when you're out and about, whether you're at work, you're at school, or you're at a certain event or an appointment, you can't always just have a heating pad on hand that you could just be placing on you. That's just not realistic. When you're in your comfort of your own home, you can, or if you're in certain situations, you could totally do that. But most of the time, we're not just at home during our period, unfortunately. It comes once every single month and we're always doing something. So what has really helped me is purchasing heating patches, and you can get this from so many places. Amazon, I will link down below a great heating patch that you guys could check out for yourself. But these have been game changer when it comes to my period and dealing with pain and discomfort during that time. You could get the exact same level of heated relief with a heating patch as you do with an actual heating pad, and one patch will give you hours of safe and healing relief. Heating patches are made to adhere to on top of your underwear, kind of to the lower abdomen where you're experiencing the pain and discomfort, and you can go ahead and just have it and go about with your day, and it will help you so much, especially when you have to go out and do things and you're just struggling with that pain and discomfort. So those are definitely some of my top period hacks that I feel like everyone should know. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Like I said, I will link down below my period playlist as well as those heat patches. So definitely check it out. Anything that makes that time of the month a little bit more comfortable, I'm always here for it, and I'm always here to learn new tips and tricks to just make that time just a little bit smoother. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. I do post every single Tuesday and Thursday. And on that note, I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!